This story starts with a 15-year-old boy named Chris. He had just moved with his family to a new home. The place and everything felt strange to him. For Chris, it was a new chapter, and Chris wasn't sure what to expect as he looked around. Also, he always loved exploring new places. One day, while standing on his balcony, Chris noticed an old library in his neighborhood. Curious, he packed his bag and set off to explore it. As Chris stepped into the library for the first time, he liked their atmosphere. So, in his free time, he began visiting the library sometimes in a week. One rainy afternoon, while exploring a hidden corner of the library, he found a mysterious old book. Inside it, every page was blank and titled as the Book of Possibilities. Fascinated, Chris decided to purchase the book. And he put the book in his bag and headed going his home. That night, filled with curiosity, Chris scribbled a wish on one of the blank pages. "Tomorrow, I will find a crumpled $100 bill." He laughed to himself, thinking, "What a silly thing I am doing." The next day, while Chris was casually walking down on the street, he noticed something on the sidewalk. So he goes closer. He was completely amazed. It was a crumpled $100 bill, lying exactly he had written in that book. Fascinated, Chris couldn't believe it really be a magical book, he wondered. Excited by the book's magic, Chris had a lot of thoughts in his mind. So he spent the entire day experimenting with the book, writing down different wishes. Also, his every wish came true, but only for a single day. By the next morning, however, everything was back to normal, as if the wishes had never happened. One day, as feeling lonely, Chris wrote a wish in the book that, "Tomorrow, I found a cute white puppy in front of my house." The next day, exactly just as he had written wished on book, Chris found a white-colored cute puppy sitting right in front of his house. Overjoyed, he ran to the puppy and gently picked it up in his hands. A big smile spreading across his face as held the puppy, he was happier. He played and had fun with the puppy all day, quickly formed a strong bond with his new friend. That moment he was attached to the puppy. He decided to shelter the puppy in his home's backyard, setting up a small house for his friend. That night, as Chris lay in bed thinking about what to name the puppy, then he fall off to sleep said to himself, "I'll find the perfect name tomorrow." As Chris woke up the next day, he firstly go to feeding the puppy. But when Chris got outside, sadly, he saw the puppy was not there. Chris realized that he had forgot the wishes only came true for one day, like his other wishes. Heartbroken, Chris understood that the book's magic temporary happiness. So he decided to build their own happiness nor by magic or wishes.